Hey, 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 guys, we are going live. We're starting here. This is going to be quite a bit of a video because we are going into depth about creating our calendar. I'm super, super excited about doing that. Let me get Instagram going really quickly. Let me get Instagram going and then we will get started. What's up, guys? Hey. I'm going to say the same thing again over here. Okay. All right. Hey, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. I talked about on Instagram if I should go live to really inform you on how to make the best productivity calendar ever. Yeah, I do it every year. It's super, super fun. And yes, I said calendar and I said fun in the same sentence. It's my favorite thing to do at the beginning of the year. Hello, hello, hello. Got away with it, folks. And yeah, I'm going live. So if you guys want to join in on YouTube, you can come over and do your thing. I'm going to go for a couple of minutes. So pop in, pop out. It will be on YouTube. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. I wanted to go over some productivity hacks to help you really meet your goals. Hey, Matt, what's going on? Global Banks, hello, what's going on? Happy New Year to you. This will be on, again, this will be on YouTube, and you can go there to get the layout of how to make a best productivity map. And it's not really a map, but it's a calendar. But I do them every year, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do it live, and people can watch the recording and watch the video and see what kind of components goes in to making an amazing calendar. So, yes, here we go. And guys, no worries if you are busy. Like I said, you can watch this later, but you will see me do this live. And we are about to get started. So let's talk about the components of productivity. It's January 1st. That's today. It's January 1st. It's your first day. It's your first day of school. If you check my post, make sure you follow the Instagram at Liberty Madison. But if you check the first day of school report card, first day of 2023 report card, you'll see all the firsts that happened today. So I'm super excited about that. And one of the things that I like to do every single year, and this is something that I would love for you to adopt as well, if you watch the previous video that I uploaded, it gives you how to set and achieve your goals without a vision board. Because some people are not vision board people. They're just not. I don't care what you say. They are not vision board people. And I'm a vision board person, but I wanted to create it without a vision board because I love policy and procedures. I am a huge fan of protocols, policy, and procedures. And now I see why people keep saying I should be a product manager. I never thought about that before. I just was like, that's just my personality. I really enjoy it. But whatever. Here it is. Y'all are getting the full scope of what that looks like in your personal life. And so there's a couple of elements that I want to talk about for your productivity calendar. I got notes and everything, y'all. As you look at your productivity calendar, you're going to look at, hey, 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 what's going on, guys? I don't know the names because these are usernames, so I'm not sure. Y'all got to put some actual names so people can be like, hey, I don't know. Usernames are kind of odd. So I'm going to shout y'all out, but I don't know your name. I will shout you out. So when you look at your calendar, let's go ahead and start with, there's 5 different categories that I like to do for a calendar. So the calendar that I use is GCal. Come on, of course y'all use GCal because I mean, what else you doing, right? The calendar that I like to use is Google Calendar, and there's 5 components of what your calendar should look like. And you guys, we're live on YouTube and we're live on Instagram, taking it we're multitasking here. And, I'm not a fan of multitasking in a traditional sense, but I am a fan of multitasking when it is something that's outside of your mental concentration. So there you go. So this will be a longer version, but I will create a shorter version of this video to give you just the top point. So let's start. All right. So, all right, here we go. We're starting with number 1. So when you build out your calendar, your Google Calendar, you have your 12 months, January through December. the first thing that you're going to notice is on your Google Calendar, you will see that there are basic holidays that are uploaded on your calendar, which is great and it'll help you make your schedule. But the thing that I want you to do first is to add in your self care. Add in your self care to your calendar. And what does that look like? That looks like scheduling your self care, scheduling your hair appointments, scheduling doing your hair, scheduling washing your hair, scheduling doing your nails, scheduling getting your car oiled, car maintenance, car things of that nature. So that's really important. But one of the things that I also include, and you guys chime in, let me know if you do this too. We're live over on YouTube right now as well, and we're building out our calendar, productivity calendar for the year. And I have a five framework, five key pillars that you use to build out, I think, the best productivity ever for your calendar. So you start off with identifying your self care. You want to identify that, and that looks like scheduling your hair, scheduling your nails, scheduling your car appointments, all of the things that are personal. I like to start when it comes to self care. The first thing that I add to my calendar is Mercury retrograde. And Selena, hey, Selena. This is fun. Yes, this is all the fun. Exactly. This is really, really fun. And the first thing that I do when I set any calendar and set any schedule, it is put Mercury retrograde on the calendar. All of them. What'd you say? Selena, what does that mean? Not mercy. What? Okay. Start with Mercury retrograde for your calendar. That will help you determine. Why are you laughing? I'm giving my framework and system away. Okay. I want people to be productive this year. And I'll do a video condensing it, but I wanted you guys to come on and see it live. And if you wanted to work out with me on this calendar, jump on. Selena, get your book. Come on, get your Google Calendar, jump on here and get up here. And so, yeah, you start off with your Mercury retrograde. So let's look at this is the first step that I do. So you just Google Mercury retrograde and whatever year it is. So I'm Googling Mercury retrograde 2023. And then at the top, you will see that it says the date for Mercury retrograde. It says December 28th. Oh, shoot. Oh my God. Y'all, we in Mercury retrograde right now. Okay. Ooh. Okay. It says December 28th through January 18th. December 28th through January 18th, 2023. So we're in it right now. And then April 21st to May 14th, and then August 23rd to September 14th. So once you start with your calendar, you put those dates on your Google Calendar and you lock in those dates, okay? And once you have those dates, that'll let you know what events that you should attend, what events you should not attend, and how you can proceed going forward. So let's make a note of that. Okay. So again, we have December 28th through January 18th. So we're currently in it. And then I'm not going to go into the details of Mercury retrograde. If that's something that is something that you are just like, you know what, Liberty, I'm just really not into that. That's just not something that's on my radar. I don't know why my life is difficult during those periods. Then you don't need to follow that. You just do what you need to do. And so the next thing that I like to do, the next thing that I like to do after you add that to the calendar is you add your conferences for the year. So I like to add the top 5 tech conferences, but you can add any conference that fits your industry. You don't have to just do tech conferences. You can add any conference that fits your industry and you put them on your calendar. That will help you decide what you can do locally, what you can do as far as your career, help you plan any ancillary things around it, any content, any connections. That way you have it on your calendar that it's coming up and that you need to attend it and prepare for it. One of the things that I do for my calendar is even when I put a large event on the calendar or a major event on the calendar, I also like to set a reminder a month prior and then a week prior, because that way it's just not showing up on my calendar the day of, which can be shocking. So don't just put it on there and set it and forget it. That's not how your calendar works. You need to put it on there and then put some reminders on there as well so that you can prepare for dates that are on your calendar. That sounds kind of odd, but you got to prepare for the dates that are on your calendar. And all right, so number one, you have adding in your self care. Things that are, as we defined, self care looks like putting your hair on your calendar. Now, mind you, this isn't for everybody because if you're somebody who is, let's just say, not black, then you probably wash your hair every day and you don't have to put that on your calendar. But if you're somebody who is, hair is a whole different situation, it's a whole different conversation, and it has to be on a calendar and it's a situation. So make sure you put that on your calendar so you're prepared and you can have healthy hair and do your healthy hair journey. And that includes hair, nails, everything that really relates to your personal life. And one thing that I do annually, hey there, one thing that I do annually every January is I buy new sunscreen. So that's something that you can add to if you don't already have that to your calendar. Every January, buy a new bottle of sunscreen. That is included with your self-care. So you've got your car details, what if you have a car. You have your car details, your retrograde, your nails, your hair, your self, anything that goes into that realm, that's what you do for your self care. Next, you have your business conferences, things that you need to prepare for and plan for because you might just be attending, but even if you're just attending, it's never just attending. There's planning and prep, even if the thing is down the street from your house. There's planning and prep that goes into it, so it should be on your calendar to make sure that you're maximizing your efforts and getting the most benefit out of attending it. So you want to do that. And third, number three, we're on number three. Number three, we want to add our business deadlines. And if you are someone, this could be business deadlines or work deadlines. So this is if you need to have certain filing dates, if you have certain tax dates, if you have certain deadlines that you have to get done, if you have certain licensing renewal dates, maybe you have to have a license for your business. You may be I don't know what kind of business needs a license, but they're out there and you have to renew them possibly. And that should be on your list as well. Okay. And then we want to add, oh, there's only five things that we want to do here. Then you want to add your your content creation schedule. You want to add, hey Jay, hey there. All right, people popping in. What we're doing right now is people are popping in and popping out. This will be up. This is 5 tips and a framework that I've created to help you really create and maximize your calendar for the year. I do this framework. I use this framework every single year, and it really, really helps increase your productivity. And I wanted to share it with you guys so you have it with you. And with your content creation. So let's just say that this year on your to-do list, your task is you want to focus on more content. More content is just not going to come. It's it's not going to come without a plan, without a schedule, and without prep. It's just not going to happen. And you can constantly say it's the equivalent to I want to lose weight. Everybody's first of the year is get into shape. So maybe they're not saying lose weight, but they could say get into shape because that can mean a lot of different things. That can mean bulk up. That could mean all sorts of things. If you don't have a plan, if you don't have measurable things that you can do, if it's not a SMART goal, then you're probably not going to achieve it. I have another video on that in detail that goes into how you achieve those goals. But with this particular thing, if you don't have it outlined on your schedule, it's really not going to happen for you. When it comes to your content, I want you to really focus in on adding in that content creation time in your schedule. So let's just say it looks like you want to start a podcast because you guys know that I work with podcasters, and my new book that's coming out this year is about the power of content and really focusing on podcasts. And a lot of people are starting podcasts or want to start podcasts. And it's the want because it's the lack of preparation, lack of scheduling, lack of execution that prevents you from having the podcast of your dreams. So that's why I tell you this is a strategy and a framework that I use with podcasters, with creators, and really give them the outline and framework to systematically increase their content output. Because when you have a system and a framework and a calendar and a schedule, you got a chance. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure you know that. So add that in to your calendar. Hey, brandpreneur, what's going on? Hey, all right, waving at the people. Just a quick little wave to you guys. So you know that you'll have Selena. If you don't get out of here doing too much. Okay, so that's number 4. That's number 4. We've added our self-care to the calendar. We've added our tech conferences or whatever your industry standard conferences are. You've added that to the calendar. And you've added your business deadlines, which also can translate into employee deadlines. So it's certain things that you need to do at your company that you're looking at. And you can add those deadlines that you know that are coming up throughout the year and you just put them on your calendar. And we just finished talking about the number 4, which is the content creation one. So that one is if your goal is to start a new podcast, start a new blog, start a new something that you're looking to do, start a new YouTube channel, something like that. We got to get that on your calendar, and we have to get it on your calendar now because it's like I said, it's the equivalent of I want to get into shape. I want to lose weight. I want to do it. You're never going to do it if it's not a smart goal. So it has to be measurable. And you have to have these goals outlined and you can measure them and see them and set time to do it. And okay, Selena, you want to FaceTime. Okay, Selena, yes, we will we will do that. And then we have the last one. The last one is number 5, which is my favorite. Number 5 is my favorite one. It's kind of my favorite one because I do like adding the tech conferences to the situation. So it's kind of my favorite. But number 5 is adding national holidays, national obscure holidays that Google doesn't add to your calendar. What does that look like? You're like, girl, okay, what's your point with the holiday situation? What are you talking about? What I'm talking about is if you are a business, this is the most important part of your calendar. This is it. If you're a business, there's an opportunity for you to center your content around particular dates. It's an opportunity for you to guide people to your business because if you're, let's just say you're IHOP or Denny's and it's National Pancake Day, that's a situation. You see what I mean? It's a situation. So you want to put these calendar dates on your calendar that's specific to your industry because this will help us build out your content calendar for the entire year. This is one of the things that I teach in my coaching program that I have with my nonprofits and Accelerated. And we build out the entire year, entire content schedule off of these dates. It's so exciting because it's not just exclusive to nonprofits. This is if you're a business, you want to do this. For example, if you are, thank you, Selena. I appreciate that. So, for example, if you are a person who does speaking events, it would be smart to know the national month for mental health awareness, right? You'd be smart to put that on there. So you want to look at things that cover your business. You want to look at things that cover your personal life, and you want to look at things that really, for example, for me, I don't drink alcohol and I'm alcohol free. Dry January. So that gives me an opportunity to increase my visibility and to increase my brand because I can talk about dry January. I can talk about that and talk about my experience that way. So that's an opportunity. And this is my favorite part because like I said, if you are Krispy Kreme, you need to know National Donut Day. So go there, and a couple of places that I like to use as some resources for you. Updating my calendar right after this. I love this. Thank you so much, Selena. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's this is 5 steps. This system is a framework that I've created in order to help you increase your productivity every year. It'll help you every single year. So this is something that you can do every January. Okay. So out of these 5 steps, every January, just kind of get that in your system that you sit down and do this. And it'll only take you, I'll say, only take you 30 minutes or less to do it. And I do it every year. I think it really helps me throughout the year and it just really transforms. You know what it does too, because I feel like people can relate to this. You know how when you have a lot of mental things just kind of hanging around in your head and it kind of bogs you down? As soon as you can get them out of your head and on paper and out of your head, you just have this sense of relief and you have this like sigh of relief. That's the calendar. That's the framework. It's going to give you that. Like, y'all, trust me, it's going to give you that. Okay. So, all right, let's go over the five pillars of the calendar, the productivity calendar framework powered by Liberty Madison. Let's start. I'm gonna go over the five, and then I'm gonna leave this up so you guys can reference it back and watch it. Like I said, I wanted to go live on YouTube, but my Instagram people, y'all was gonna get this too. So here we go. I'm just go over these really quickly. All right, so we have the 5 steps. In case you missed it earlier, guys, it is number one. Let's see, LinkedIn. Y'all, LinkedIn, I thought they was closed today. And LinkedIn sending messages. I posted on LinkedIn and somebody responded. I was shocked. I was like, oh, I thought y'all was closed. Y'all open today? Okay. All right. So here we go. Number one, every year, January 1st, you open your calendar, your Google Calendar. When you open your Google Calendar, Google already has national holidays on your calendar, such you'll see things like New Year's Eve and you'll New Year's Day, Martin Luther King, Columbus Day, President's, you'll see things like that. Valentine's Day, you'll just see that. St. Patrick's Day throughout the whole calendar. That's your starting point. Then it gets fun. So after that, after you see that, you go and you add Mercury retrograde to your calendar. That's the first step. You add Mercury retrograde to your calendar. This will help you if you're planning events, planning to fly, planning to rent, planning to lease, planning to communicate, all these things. Just go ahead and add Mercury retrograde to your calendar, and that way you can visually see it. And if you're just jumping on, we check the Mercury retrograde 2023 dates, and it is December 28th to January 18th. So we are currently in Mercury retrograde, and then it is April 21st to May 14th and then August 23rd to September 14th. Obviously, if you're watching this later, this is just for 2023, those dates, because those dates always change. So, yeah, but that's the first step. And then you add your other care needs. You add your hair, your nails, your one thing that I do every January, I purchase a new bottle of sunscreen. It's something that's built into every single January that I do. So that's on my January calendar to do every year as well. And you can add repeating things. So, for example, key people that I really like and really enjoy, I have this is also under the self care, I have their birthdays on my calendar. And that way I'm reminded every year of their birthdays, and you can add that there. All right, number two. Number two, tech conferences. Yes, we're adding tech conferences, but also it doesn't have to be tech conferences. It could be whatever your industry is. I'm just using tech conferences as what I add to my calendar, but you can add any industry specific event that is annual that goes on your calendar that you plan to attend this year. And for example, what I always put on my calendar, I give the top 5, but a couple of things that I always attend is when you're looking at, you want to put the dates for Afrotech. Or you want to put the dates for GDC, or you want to put the dates for RSAC. Certain things like that, you just want to make sure, whatever the conference is for your industry, that you do that. Okay. And the third one, business deadlines. And that could also be employee deadlines. We talked about that as well. Your business deadlines could be, I'm supposed to renew my license. I don't know who needs to renew licenses for their business, but I don't know, contractor license or something. You need to renew your license. You need to have employee deadlines. Hey guys, employee deadlines. And you can add that to your list of things that are showing up annually on your calendar. And then number 4, the content creation. The content creation, that's important because if you say, "Oh, I want a podcast. Oh, I want a blog post. Oh, I want to post more on social. Oh, I want to do this." Never going to happen. Never going to happen. It's not a smart goal. It is not specific. It's not measurable. It's not achievable because you ain't measure nothing. And it's not relatable, you know? And it's not timely. How? How are you gonna achieve it? How? With what? With what? Whose deadline? I don't understand. Not gonna happen. That's why we put them on your calendar for your content creation. So I think that's really important for that because a lot of people have goals for content creation. So many people want to start a podcast. So many people want to start their YouTube. And it's always this dream in this far out place. And when I think about it, I think, does it really have to be in a far out place? I don't know. I don't know if it's got to be far out. It could literally be on your Google Calendar. Try that. Okay, so that's that one. And the last one is the business holidays. This is my favorite. Favorite. My favorite. It's my favorite. It's the business holidays. With the business holidays, what this will do is you can build your content around the business holidays. You can build your schedule around the business holidays. And it's not really just about content. Okay, everything's about content, but it's more so about outlining what's relevant for your business and for your industry. And it doesn't have to necessarily be business because I know not everybody owns a business, but it could be what's relevant for your work, right? It could be what's relevant for your profession. It doesn't have to be in the context of business ownership. And a couple of examples is if you are Krispy Kreme, National Donut Day is a big deal for you. That's a big deal. Huge. If you work at IHOP or Denny's, National Pancake Day, huge deal. If you are a therapist, October is a huge deal when you're looking at mental health and if you're a doctor, if you're looking at breast cancer awareness or just all of these domestic violence, that's huge for your industry. So let's act like it and give it the respect it deserves and plan accordingly. And that's a wrap, y'all. That's a wrap. Those are the 5 things that I like to look out for when it comes to creating a productivity calendar. And one of the things I think I mentioned in a previous video, but one of the things that I like to add as well to the self-care, because you don't have to tie everything to business goals. You can tie things to personal. The self-care doesn't have to just be nails, hair, and sunscreen. It can also be, I really want to achieve this. I want to swim with the dolphins. I want to go hiking at Mount whatever. See, I don't know that because I don't go hiking, but other places that people who go hiking, what they do. And yeah, so add some things like that. Think of those things and you can have those goals. And also, I think a really interesting thing to do as well is to add a monthly check-in to make sure you're on target every month to add that check-in. Now that concludes it. That's a whole calendar. And that's the light version because I like to go granular with the calendar. And now I see why people are calling me a product manager. I just really thought that was my personality and everyone loves stuff like this because this is super fun. Who doesn't like this? This is fun. Okay. All right, guys. That is 5 steps to help you create the best. Just really kick your year off right. It's every January, you just do the Google Calendar, you do the 5 steps, and it'll set your year up for success. Obviously, you can move things around and pivot and navigate and ebb and flow, but at least you'll have a base to start with. Thank you so much. I'm really happy to share my framework with you. And this is a framework that I utilize with tech startups. And when I say tech startups, I mean founders and also creators. It's a framework that'll really help you and it'll set you up. And one of the things as well that I use it for is with my nonprofits. It really transforms their content creation and their visibility. And oh, before I jump off here, I said this earlier before, but I will say the two places that I really like as far as step number 5 with the business the business holidays, one of the things I really, really like is go to nationaltoday.com and holidaycalendar.com. I love those two resources, and that will set you up for success. Okay. Yes. First day. It's the first day of school. It's the first day of 2023. And what we just learned is you can build out a calendar to really hone in on your productivity and go to the next level. Y'all trying to go to the next level? Comment. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this up so you can watch it. But I want to make sure that if you follow me, y'all trying to go to the next level. Next level. Trying to live a liberated life. Okay, guys, I appreciate it. If y'all have any questions or anything, like I said before, I'm doing the YouTube live and I'm doing the YouTube live and I'm doing the Instagram live. That way you guys can kind of jump in wherever that you can. Sometimes you can get on Instagram the way you want. Sometimes you can get on YouTube. And I don't want you to miss this calendar because this will set your year up for success. Okay, guys, I will see you next time. And it's been a pleasure. Hey there. Hey, hey, hey. We just got finished talking about the productivity calendar. Yes, we did. And if you missed it, I'm going to keep it up. So no worries. All right, guys. I will see you next time. Bye. 5-step productivity. Let's see. Okay. Mhm. Okay, y'all. Y'all just wait. We got to get the Instagram people up. Okay. Because we got to share it right now. Okay. 5. Right. And I'll also make a shorter one too, because I really want you guys to come in here. The goal of this was to create the space for you to come in here, learn the hacks, and then do them while we're here. And I've noticed that people were doing them later, doing them at another time. That's fine too. But let's see. And as I just said, I was live on Instagram. So you can go to Instagram and then go to Liberty Madison, and then you'll be able to watch it there. But you can also follow me on Instagram because I'll be talking more about these productivity hacks. And I'll also be talking more about the conferences. I'm going to do a video on the 5 tech conferences that you should add to your calendar. And I think it's important to add them. Again, we're building out this calendar for the year and we're setting you up for success. You know, I'm this year because this is a longer live. This year, I've decided I'm going to really lean in to all of the productivity nerdy things that I really like. And I didn't even know that my interests were nerdy. I just thought they were normal. It's like how is that not normal? I was having a conversation. We're not on Instagram, so it's fine. Hold on one second. Somebody is okay. Okay. I do this every year. That is true. Mhm. Okay. Uh, uh, uh. Okay, y'all. I have to go back because I want to put more in the caption because I like to do the most. But we're already deciding that we're not doing the absolute most. Okay. All right, guys. So that is sent out. Hold on. Okay. All right. That is sent out. And one of the things that for this year that I want to really lean into is I was talking with a friend of mine, and he was talking about my particular interests were very nerdy. And I thought that's really weird. I didn't think so. I didn't get that at all. I didn't think that at all. And I wouldn't have never said that. And after he outlined a couple of things, I was like, oh, is that because one of the things I want to say, I never know what is nerdy because if it's of interest to you, would it not be of interest to other people? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think that the main thing is I love having structured fun. I love fun. I love the most fun. I love the biggest fun out there. The biggest deal, the biggest time, the absolute most. That are structured within parameters with specific guidelines. If that's what you're looking for, I'm your person. I always tell people, I am no, somebody said this to me and I was like, oh, that's me. Oh my God. He's like, you are the personification of LinkedIn. And I was like, "What? I love it." That's so me because you gotta always be on brand. You will never see me out here drinking, cursing, smoking, all no. How is that front facing for your brand? I don't drink alcohol, never consumed it, never had it. You'll never see me out there doing that. No. Mm-mm. Cursing? No. I tried it one time and that was a whole situation, and it just sounds fake. It sounds like I'm auditioning for a film and I don't get the role. That's just not my nature. I don't find it interesting. I don't I don't find it interesting. I don't like when people curse around me. It's just not I'm just not a fan. And I think another thing is that he mentioned was the no cursing, the no drinking, and the no smoking. And he's like, "Are you a Mormon?" And I said, that's funny because I hear that all the time. I think I've heard that my entire life. Are you Mormon? Isn't I'm not Mormon. I'm no. I mean, I feel like they're fantastic people. Everybody over there is great, but I'm just not a Mormon. it's not on brand to be walking around acting a fool, causing chaos and trouble. Mind your business. I'm a fan. I am a fan of innovation and exponential growth. If that's not what you're focused on, it's just odd to me and doesn't resonate with me. I I'm trying to learn how other people don't prioritize knowledge, growth, innovation, and big ideas and changing the world. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm trying to learn, and I literally I have a document for a friendship framework. So it's, having those friendship maintenance phone calls or those text messages or what you're using to strengthen relationships. I follow these procedures and guidelines in order to do that. But it's odd to me how people can walk around and live a life that doesn't involve innovation and increasing your productivity. It's like one thing that I will say that's pretty funny is someone mom it's a joke. Like, you would have to know my mom to know this joke. It's so funny. But she would I remember this one time that someone was trying to say, and I don't remember where it was, but someone was trying to be like, "Oh, Liberty was talking about me. Liberty said this and Liberty said that, and Liberty was talking about me and spreading rumors and blah 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 and this, that, and the all this stuff." And it was so funny because my mom's response was hilarious. She said, "Wait, what? You're telling me that Liberty was talking about you and spreading lies and rumors and gossip about you?" She said, "Oh no, I know that's not true." And somebody was like, "What? How do you unequivocally know that Liberty isn't talking bad about somebody?" And she was like, "There's no way. There's no way that Liberty would be bad mouthing somebody." It's like, why? Y'all want to know why? This is why. She said Liberty wouldn't take the time away from talking about herself to talk about somebody else. He's like, "One thing I do know is she didn't do that." Mm-mm. And it's funny because it's true. It's 1,000% true. I'm not a fan of gossip. I literally am the person who will tell you to stop gossiping to me about someone else because I don't care and I don't have the time to talk about it. And it's funny because people think when my mom says that it makes me seem like an odd person. I am an odd person. I don't like gossip because it takes away from us talking about big ideas, big goals, big dreams, and whiteboarding problems in the world and trying to find product market fit for different concepts. Why would I care about who's saying who and who said what? Why would I be? I feel like this, okay, this is turning into a whole different episode. But I really feel like when you gossip about people and talk about people, that that is a form of unpaid PR work. And as a person who's done PR, why would I work for you for free? Why? Why would I talk about you? And I have never had an experience where I don't care what a person has done to me. I've never had an experience where I'm going around talking about that person. One, why would I attach you to my brand? Really? No. Two, why would I work for you for free? I get paid to do PR work. I'm not working for you for free. And number three, it makes you look insane. It makes you look absolutely nuts by talking about someone who's not there and who's not talking about you. That is so weird to me. And it makes me feel like, "Oh, okay, are you wealthy? Oh, okay. Did you put a rocket on Mars? Oh, okay. Did you solve world hunger? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're talking about because that does not make any sense to me." And it was so funny when my mom said that, and she said, "Oh, I know Liberty didn't do that because Liberty doesn't gossip." It was funny. How do you know Liberty doesn't gossip? Liberty's not taking enough time away from herself to talk about you. Why would I get the mic and talk about you? If you're listening to me, I got the mic. I'm gonna talk about me. I'm gonna talk about the goals, the dreams, how we can work together, how we can build this, how we can change the world. And That's what I'm gonna talk about. I'm definitely not talking about a third party who isn't present, who is causing havoc in my life. Never. Mm-mm. So yeah, that's pretty funny that I that just came to my mind right now. But okay, guys, I just wanted to come on. This is going a little longer than anticipated. So if you're just pressing play and playing this is a cool little piece of content. But I wanted to go and just give you those 5 calendar pillars that you can do to set yourself up for success. Okay. And comment below if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Instagram, comment below. Let me know if it has helped you throughout the year. And this is something that I would love for you to adopt every January 1st, December 31st, something in that realm. Just adopt that. I like to do it January 1st, and it just it sets the tone for your year. And also another thing, like I said, add goals, add the theme. And one of the things that I like to do is always have a theme for the year. Okay. All right. That concludes this video. I'll do another video about what the theme for 2023 is for me. I'll do a video on that. All right, guys. See you next time.